I'm Shaquay, special guest chef with the Sylvia Center, a nonprofit that specializes in providing hands-on nutrition and food education for the young people of New York City and Columbia County. Today I'll be making vegetarian pepper pot, highlighting the special ingredient, potatoes. Now we need to get our mise en place ready. So we're gonna peel and dice our potatoes. We're gonna leave our scotch bonnet whole. If you like more spice, you could dice it, take out the seeds and dice it, but I am on the mild side, so I will leave it whole. Peel and mince our ginger, mince our garlic, peel and dice our onion, peel and dice our carrots, and dice our celery. Now we're gonna work on our onion. The tip is to keep the butter of the onion on. We're going to take off the top and then cut it directly in the middle. Now make it easier for to peel off the skin. Now with these scraps, the skin scraps, you could save them for stock. We have our peeled onion. So what we will do, hold your hand flat and we're gonna make cuts, if you could see, right through, but make sure you don't go all the way through. And that's why we keep the end of the onion on, because it holds it all together. Now I'm gonna do another one. You see now there's 2 layers, 3, 4. Now that I have these layers that I cut into it, I will go the other way and cut down. Now, dicing is easy. Bear claw your hands and just go straight down. And then you have your dice. Your peeled carrots, I just peel them with my peeler and cut off the tops with my knife. And like this, I will reserve for stock. Now to cut them, I like to cut them in planks, smaller pieces. And being that this is small, I will just cut in the middle, then cut it again. So basically cutting it in quarters and then chop, chop, chop. I'm doing my dice just like that. Next up is our celery. Remember, I washed these, and celery is pretty simple. You could just cut long planks. Just try to make sure they're uniform throughout the whole length of the celery. And sometimes at the end it's a little fatter, so you could do another cut. And then from there, just chop, chop, chop. Next, we're gonna work on our garlic and ginger. I peeled the ginger using my peeler. For the garlic, I'm just gonna use the butt of my hand, have the knife flat on it to smash it. Just like that. And then mince it up. Now we're gonna cut our ginger, we're gonna mince it. We have to do it a little bit differently than the garlic. So here's our ginger. What I like to do, since it's a little wobbly, I like to make like one flat surface, so that way it's not wobbly. And then from there, do like thin slices. When you have your thin slices, and then I stack them up and go down to cut them into matchsticks. Then I turn it around and do tiny little dice. And then from here you could do the same thing, like go back and forth with your knife to dice it even more. Next are our potatoes. I peel them using my peeler, and like with the garlic, with the ginger, see how it's wobbly? So what we do like one slice. There we go. Now we have a flat surface and it's not wobbly, so we won't injure ourselves. And once again, down with the planks. So we're just gonna do a dice with this. And now that we have our planks, cut it again into larger matchsticks and dice it up. Then we have our dice. Now to keep the potatoes from discoloring, at this point after they're diced, you could put them in a bowl of water and that will let them not turn brown. And we're going to cut the sweet potato the same way we cut the white potatoes. Now these sweet potatoes are a great source of vitamin A, fiber, just like the white potatoes are great for fiber, super healthy for you, and it's called a good carb. It gives your body energy. Last but not least, I'm just gonna rough chop my spinach leaves. Which is really easy. Just like cut down the leaves a little bit. And now all done. Now it's time to cook. Now we are ready to cook. So we have our large pot that I have heating up. And you're also going to need I use a wooden spoon. So first things first, I'm going to add my olive oil, and if you don't have olive oil, you can use vegetable oil to the pot. And then we're gonna saute our onions. Now this will cook until it gets translucent, which means that to the point where you can see through. So at this point, the onions are translucent. So now you're going to add our ginger and garlic. Now we're going to add our carrots and celery and saute that around for a bit and let that cook for a couple of minutes. At this point, it's time to add the potatoes. So we're going to add our white potatoes and our sweet potatoes into the pot and toss that around for a bit. We are also going to add our aromatics. So we're going to add our orange peel, our thyme, oregano, cinnamon sticks, and scotch bonnet peppers. So this has cooked for a bit, about 2 minutes. Now it's time to add the veggie stock. Now, if you don't have vegetable stock, you can use water, but the vegetable stock will add a bit more flavor. Now you only want to add enough until it covers the top of the potatoes. And then give it a nice stir, and we're going to let this simmer for about 25 minutes. So here we are about 25 minutes later, and at this point we could pick out our cinnamon sticks and our scotch bonnet pepper, and also our sprigs of thyme. We could take that out. And then into this, I'm going to add the coconut milk and the can of kidney beans. So I just added in our coconut milk, and now here comes the drained and rinsed kidney beans. Now we're gonna let this cook for about another 15 minutes. So here it is. It's been simmering for an additional 15 minutes after I put the coconut milk and the kidney beans in. And now I'm going to add the last thing, our chopped spinach. So I'll just add this in, let it wilt. And I'll keep this stirring. Now we just added in our spinach after the 15 minutes of simmering once I added in the coconut milk and the kidney beans. And now it's done. Time to eat. Here's the final product. Now it's time to eat. So this will keep you nice and full with your fiber, all of the added vitamins like vitamin A, your potassium. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's see, let's give it a taste. It has just enough spice, the coconut milk, and the ginger and garlic. It's delicious. You're gonna love it. Thank you so much for joining me today. To see more videos like this, recipes, activities, and community resources, be sure to check out www.sylviacenter.org. Please like and share this video, and remember, stay healthy and keep cooking. Bye-bye.